All right, guys, welcome back to Go H.A.M. Today we are getting into something that seems to be an ongoing trend in our industry, and it's basically the converging that's happening between beauty and wellness. There's a lot of stats around this. There's a lot of things happening, one of which is involving a formaldehyde ban that is coming from the FDA. So we want to talk about ingredients, toxins, awareness, labels, and all of the things. So let's get into it.
You guys are going to have to school me on this because, yeah, like, this just, like, was never a priority for me growing up. Like, I grew up with, like, plug it in at my mom's house. Like, it just never, and, like, I always, like, say to myself, well, I turned out okay. So I know it's a conversation that needs to be had. I know it's important to a lot of people, so I'm interested to hear about it.
Is it important to you?
No.
Not at all.
No.
Like, you're not someone who's reading labels or, like, getting grass-fed beef and organic ingredients?
No, because those same people are getting poisons and toxins injected into their face. So.
Are you fucking coming at me right now?
I'm just saying in general, like, one of my friends was, like, coming at me because I had, like, air fresheners. I'm like, dude, you just came in from smoking a cig. Like,
Yeah, no, I know. That's so funny. I am totally, listen, I will be very transparent. I will get the surgery. I will do the toxins in my face. I'm down for chemical peels, all of the things. But when it comes to the ingredients that I eat, I'm pretty fussy about it. Grass-fed meat, organic, all of the things.
so I'm open to hear about it.
Well, I think this only makes sense because I feel like for years, everybody cared about what they put on their face, ingredients, and like people are spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on like face creams and medical facials and stuff like that. But like, I feel like with hair, like it just never was really like wellness of hair and scalp has never really been a thing.
What about herbal essences
and salon selectives?
It's also I don't know. This is just my opinion, but I feel like sometimes it's like a marketing tactic because there will be things that are labeled like clean and like organic, and then like you use one of those apps and it's like, here's all the reason why this product isn't.
I agree, Nishan, you're right on that. Like, you're spot on with that, but I also know that there's definitely chemicals that have been identified and linked to major like illnesses, like cancers and even ADHD. Like something so simple, it could be processed food. Like they're linking to ADHD now. Like there's so many different things. And listen, it all depends where you're getting your information from because, I mean, people hear things from everywhere. Yeah. And I've had doctors tell me different things. Like I'd have one doctor tell me something, the next doctor tell me something completely different. So it's really hard with getting facts.
I'm laughing right now because yesterday my mom brought over these like red candy apples that were sitting on my...
Oh.
Like that's the other
Hold on. Mine all went in the trash. I got 5 of them.
So
They're all in my trash.
I had them on my counter and I feel so guilty throwing them out. I hope my mom doesn't watch this episode. But basically Alana comes in and she's like, Mom, can I please have the candy apple for dessert? And I'm like, fine. So like I go over and I'm cutting this candy apple and I cut it in half and I'm like, okay, a lot of concerns happening. Number 1, red dye 40. There's no way it's not in this. Number 2, how come this apple is not bad? I'm like, how long has this apple been here?
And like the sugar content.
Yeah, why is this apple not rotten? Like, what is in this? So
packaged it.
We can talk about this all we want, but here is the actual projections that are coming. The clean and organic personal care market is projected to double by 2030. Double.
I'm actually down for it.
Okay. And this is what I'm saying. Like, we could sit here and pretend like it's not happening. It's absolutely happening.
I spent a lot of time yesterday researching cleaning products for my home. Like I want cleaning products, and you can snore all you want, but I'm a little bit over the smelling Fabuloso when my cleaners leave.
I
can't take it anymore. I hate it.
I love it.
Like I'm over it.
Okay. Next up, we got 70% of consumers. 70% of consumers are saying that they're more aware of the ingredients than they were 5 years ago.
Great.
And like this is actually like this is happening.
This is a movement. This isn't just something. This is the whole like Maha thing. Like they're trying to show you like the effects that these ingredients are having on your health, and it's real life data.
Yep, agreed.
Like it's not fake.
So some of the things like I understand is like the keratin thing, which we'll get into, but like that's a little like sketchy. Like, why is this chemical giving me a headache, making my eyes burn, like making me dizzy? Like, there's definitely
Formaldehyde.
got to be some.
So, well, let's start there. I think
Yeah.
we should. I think this was the prompt that got us to this episode was that it was brought to my attention that this act is coming from the FDA, which Heather can explain the details of it. But I think we do need to talk about it. So, go ahead.
So I don't know much about like the actual ruling that's coming, but there is the FDA did propose a rule to ban formaldehyde in the United States, and this actually goes back to like 2024 from what I'm looking at. It started then.
Bob, our rep, told us that in 2026 it would be banned.
So that's where they're at now. This is
Yeah.
what I'm reading. That basically, they're going to ban formaldehyde and formaldehyde releasing chemicals, methylene glycol, as an ingredient in hair smoothing and straightening products. The proposed rule would ban it and other releasing chemicals as ingredients in hair. Basically,
Oh my
I
God,
just
guys!
repeated what I
I'm
said.
imagining there's going to be like a black market of salons that still do
Oh my God.
formaldehyde. You know, like they're charging like $900 for the like.
The
You know, this is
underground
risky. So
New
yeah.
York City.
And then here's some reasonings that they're saying behind it. The use of hair smoothing products with FA and FARCs is linked to short-term adverse effects, sensitization, breathing problems, and long-term adverse effects, including increased risk of certain cancers.
Yeah. So I just want to be clear here. I don't want to I want to be transparent. We do currently offer keratins at our salon locations. With that, I've had at least one stylist come to me recently that asked to turn the service off. Obviously she wants to prioritize her health, and with the concerns around formaldehyde, it's not something she's interested in doing anymore, which we 1000% supported. And within our company, we would do that to every single person. We would not be encouraging anybody who's
Right.
uncomfortable doing the service. With that being said, even deeper, I'm not opposed.
I'm not either.
Like,
And actually,
if this is a shit show and these things are realistic
Yeah.
concerns for human beings, then they should be banned.
and here's something I'm going to shout out the state of California, because I had a doctor tell me one time that if you're ever food shopping and the label on the food says like from California or whatever, it's safe. California has very, very strict laws and rules on all of this. And it's saying in what I'm reading right here, some states are moving faster than what the like FDA is doing. For example, California, they have a toxic-free cosmetic act that bans certain harmful chemicals.
Well,
I love that.
here's their workaround. So technically, brands don't contain formaldehyde, and they say that they're formaldehyde free, but the second that the flat iron or heat hits the hair, it releases the formaldehyde. So it's a chemistry like loophole that they're getting through, which is what I think that you just said. They're like, when it releases the gas, that's what they're trying to get rid of. And it says if your eyes burn, your throat feels scratchy, or you're coughing, or there's like nose irritations, it's most likely formaldehyde vapor.
Yeah, which
I don't know if they're going to fully ban it. Like, and this is just my opinion from what I'm reading. It might not be fully banned. It might just require different labeling. Like, everything's going to be labeled showing that this contains this product that can be linked to cancer. You know how, like, they passed that, like, everything has to have your calories on it now?
Yeah.
So you know how many calories you're consuming. I think everything's going to, like, really highlight that. I don't know. I could be wrong on that, but
I think it's getting banned. That's my opinion.
is.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be banned.
But what about like hair products?
But hold
Aside from
on,
the
this is also
keratin?
saying, and this is kind of interesting too, Leash, real quick. For salons and stylists, even prior to a full ban, if a product releases formaldehyde, you as an employer may be responsible for monitoring the exposure, meaning ventilation, protective equipment, training, etc. And that's already under the OSHA's formaldehyde standard.
Which
Act.
we do.
Yeah, we do. We have all
We have
that.
the ventilation.
Yeah, for sure.
Doesn't work great. But like, who in their right mind, like, I'm just like thinking this through, like, was like, hey, there's this new service. Like, I remember when they first came out, and there's like this new service, but you have to wear eye protection, you have to wear a mask, you can't touch it with your hands, you can't put it on the scalp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
who in
red
their right
flags
mind is
Like,
like,
you
I want
basically
that.
have to wear like a hazmat suit to perform this service.
Do you know why it worked?
Why?
Because it was a $350 service. That's why.
But it worked.
That's what I mean. Like
service worked,
people
too.
wanted to do it. They were
Yeah.
like, I don't give a fuck if I'm going to make this much money. Like shit, let's go.
Well, people
like,
smoke cigarettes
and I hate
every
to tell you,
single day.
and this is what. Yeah, but there's no return on cigarettes. There's no ROI there. Like, what are you doing? You're just inhaling shit. Like, you're not even getting high.
You're yeah, you're just getting your voice down an octave.
Yeah. But anyway, back to it. I do think that this is going to go through. I do think that we're going to see lots of changes coming in the keratin and chemical treatment world for 2026. I'm open for it. I'm here for it. I don't mind it. We definitely will not be a salon that's performing these services under that's just not going to happen for us. I think it's important to talk about.
I think a lot of the brands are probably already being proactive with it.
Well, what are your thoughts on like salons going like fully clean?
I don't know if there's really, like, back to your point, I don't know if there's really anything that could be fully clean. Like, unless you're like dyeing heads with beet juice and like, I don't know how it could really be fully clean. Like, you go back to the colonial days when they were dyeing yarn, and I only know this because I was on a field trip.
Ooh, you were paying attention.
That's how yarn was dyed. They used like leaves. The brown yarn came from leaves and walnuts, and unless salons are going to start doing stuff like that, like, is there really a clean solution, like 100% clean solution?
No, there's not.
Maybe
but
like
this
a
is where,
cleaner solution, but
this is where like
know.
low tox comes into play.
Well, I think the wording is is going to be key in all of it.
Yeah. I think cleaner ingredients, like you just said, I think organic when you can do it, just like low tox is, at least for me, that is where I am at in life. Like, I definitely am pursuing cleaner ingredients. Like I said, I'm down to shoot up some chemicals on, in my face or, my chemical peels, all the products that I do, like Game On. But if I can at least prioritize cleaner ingredients in other areas, such as my food or, the chemicals that I'm putting on my scalp or whatever, I don't know. But I do think that that's definitely, like, I am a strong believer that we're going to be in a different world in a few years.
I'm with you on that, and I'm all for it. I would support it 1,000%.
All right, so we have already started to shift some of this in our salons. This year, we recently shifted to an organic color line, all nutrient, and that has been pretty successful. I would say that, it feels just a little safer. Not that that wasn't our, necessarily the reason why we got into it, but it does feel good to know that if consumers are concerned with these types of things, at least we're starting to take steps in the right direction.
For sure.
We've worked with ammonia-free color lines and had a lot of success there. And then I would say that for next year, we are in the talks of possibly bringing in another product line that is going to be more low tox if we do go in that direction. So these are the things that I think that are just on our radar at this current moment.
Yeah, I think there's so much more awareness around this that they don't have a choice.
Yeah.
People are just going to stop buying it or stop doing it. They're going to have to change and adapt to the times.
There was something else on here that I saw that caught my eye that I think has a lot to do with like the movement. It's
TikTok.
No, it was something about like millennials and Gen Zs like not using alcohol.
Gen Z and millennials are reducing alcohol consumption by 20 to 30% for health reasons. So it's interesting because I think it's real. Like, I know Las Vegas is like going through it. Are you guys seeing that? Like they're struggling. Like these cities just don't have this draw to the partying and the alcohol that like there once was. Like when we were 23, it's different now. Like, it's just, you're seeing constantly like matcha, Pilates, like it's just a whole movement of these
Hot
younger,
yoga.
the younger generation is just so focused on health and wellness.
They are.
So it's interesting, but I'm for it. I love it. I mean, we just recently had that, the podcast episode with Paige on it. And I feel like even hearing her speak, the younger generation is just so advanced than we were. And I think it has a lot to do with social media. And this is probably the good part of social media, that you're identifying like issues, challenges, struggles. People are dealing with mental health or addiction, and it's out there for the world to see, which is then enticing these young kids to kind of like be more aware of it, where we weren't. Like, we weren't aware of it. We were just here to party and like not deal with any of the repercussions because we didn't even know they existed.
Right.
So I think that we're moving into a very different state. But I do want to talk about the keratins in general and where we see the industry going. So if the keratins are going, which it sounds like it's coming, are they going to be replaced?
They have to, but I don't think it's going to drive the results of what the keratins are doing now. There's no way.
Yeah.
Unless they like figure out some new technology.
Yeah. because there are options out there. I just don't think the performance is quite as good as the keratins are right now.
Yeah. Do you think that this has nothing to do with like relaxers or perms, right?
No, I don't think so. No, they've never been. They've never had formaldehyde ingredients.
So that's like the key thing is the formaldehyde.
Yeah, from what I understand. I also wonder if this is going to impact the nail world because a ton of nail products have those chemicals in them.
They do?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look it up.
You look it up, bitch.
So I just asked Charles, ChatGPT, what brands promote clean ingredients? And Paul Mitchell comes up, Pureology, Virtue, Living Proof, Way, Biolage. But then it says clean is not a regulated term. One brand's clean may differ from another. So like, I feel like you also gotta like do your research on some of the stuff that you're using at home because like I said, I think it can sometimes be like a marketing tactic. And it says here, using gentler formulas doesn't guarantee performance, especially in salons where you're doing hair color, chemical services. So like, you know, I guess that's something to keep in mind. I think there's people out there that probably prefer what ingredients are used rather than the performance, you know?
For sure. Oh, never mind.
Oh, you want to hear this right now?
Go ahead.
Because I'm about to blow your mind.
Let me hear it.
Formaldehyde showed up in a lot of other industries. It's not just hair straightening. Here's the biggest industries that use or release formaldehyde. Furniture and home goods. So particle board, plywood, laminate flooring, mattresses, fabrics and drapes, household cleaners. It says cosmetic and skincare, but I don't know. These ingredients break down into small amounts of formaldehyde over time.
So wait, this is so interesting that you're saying this because when she said that California Act that she said, I can remember ordering furniture and it coming up like,
You can't.
no, banned in California. Like, and I'm like, why? Like, why is this?
Oh.
Why can I order it here, but why can't they? Like, what about a couch is going to be
Not
so that is like
legal in one
insane to
state.
me.
Yeah. Nail salons, so nail hardeners and polishes have traditionally used formaldehyde. This is why nail technicians struggle with air quality issues. Textiles and clothing, so wrinkle-free shirts, stain-resistant fabrics, and any clothing that is labeled no iron. Car interiors.
Oh my gosh.
Partly formaldehyde off-gassing from plastic adhesives and upholstery treatments. Medical and dental. Sterilization, preserving tissue samples, and disinfectants.
Okay, well, hold on. Interesting that you're saying this also. Has anybody ever seen the episode, or not an episode, it's an interview that Elon Musk did about toothpaste? Did you ever see this?
No, I thought you were going to do the root canal.
Let me mess with you right now. So he has this thought, and I don't know why, but he shared this in an interview that basically talks about our toothpaste. And if you look at our toothpaste, you'll see these little color-coded bars on them.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's black, there's red, there's
It's
green,
on like
there's
cereal
blue.
boxes too.
And he says that something about that particular code is saying like how much toxicity is in this particular bottle that you have, because it could be the same brand of Colgate, but some of them will have a red one, some of them will have black or blue, just depending, which is insane. And like,
Yeah.
not for nothing, but like Elon Musk is someone who like I might trust a bit.
Yeah. He's a pretty smart guy. And then the last one is construction and carpentry. So insulation, adhesive, manufactured wood, paints, glues, and coatings. And then the last one's pretty obvious, tobacco and vape. Mm-hmm. Wow, both release formaldehyde when burned or heated.
All right, tell me this, like in regard to this act coming for 2026, I foresee a lot of stylists concerned, salon owners. So like for us, like how are we handling this as we go into 2026?
I mean, I think we respect whatever regulations they come out with. Mm-hmm. And like, again, like it's not something that like I personally have like values around, but I do respect the people that are like, that matters to them, because you know, if it matters to a client or it matters to a stylist, like I respect that.
For sure. So if anybody comes to you and is like, listen, I'm not comfortable doing them, we're shutting the service off.
Or
and they're not
even
booking them
like
moving forward.
if they need like the proper, I don't know, like I've even had them use like the air purifiers like right next to their station because they felt more comfortable.
Yep.
Like I'm down for whatever, but I feel like it's going to be, I'm hoping that it's like across the board and not like this gray area of like, oh, it's not safe, but you can still use it. Kind of like how it is right now.
I just want to, now that you said that, I want to ask about a conflict that I can see happen next year.
Yeah.
And it's the type of situation where we have a stylist like this who is uncomfortable with the fumes. And then you have a stylist next to them that is totally cool with it. How are we handling that?
It's got to be black and white. I don't think there's any gray area.
Well, listen, I think that if the bill passes, then it has to go,
100%.
period.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that it does. I mean,
Same.
because I feel like right now, like we've just started to have some people that don't want to do them, and
Yeah.
how is it safe for somebody to like get a keratin and then have a pregnant person right next to them?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that is kind of where it's like,
Yeah, I'm kind of ready
that doesn't
for
make
it.
any sense.
And like, I hate to say this, but like, we might need to be a little more progressive with this and just like pull it.
I'm down for that, but I also think this is just a tipping of the iceberg.
Yeah.
I think it's going to snowball after this. I think it's going to be the formaldehydes getting cut, and then I think they're going to hit the color lines, and I think you're going to see it in shampoos, conditioners. I mean, they're already doing it with cosmetics, and
it's in
in
everything.
California, I think it's definitely going to.
Well, I mean, listen, the truth is it's, we're in 2026 and they're saying that the organic ingredient safe, it's going to double by 2030. So we have 4 years before this is like, we're officially on the other side of what's happening. And this is where I do think ingredients matter 100%.
Yeah.
Sorry, Leash, but they do.
That's fine. I can't believe 2030 is that short of a time away. I was like, we got time. It's going to be
know.
fine.
Yeah. With that being said, are we going to be considering alternative options? And if so, do we have any in mind? And actually, if anybody that's watching this episode has an alternative option that you've had success with, please throw it in the comments because we'd love to explore it.
Well, I don't even like trust the things that say that they're formaldehyde free. Like you can at this point.
I know you can't, because I was going to say we do have Magic Sleek at Newtown at our salon.
That's formaldehyde free, right?
It is supposed to be.
Well, I think that's why.
Is that why it doesn't work?
Listen, it worked great for me when I
it
had it
did?
done. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it smells so bad. Like, it literally smelled like my hair smelled like a gym locker room for like a week. But if you can get past that for a week, it got me through the summer pretty well.
Okay.
However, I think it's funny, there's a connection with Magic Sleek and celebrities. They have a huge celebrity backing apparently, and I think I'm not trying to name drop, and I can be wrong on this, but I heard down the grapevine like Kim Kardashian uses it. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just saying what I heard, and if that's the case, it makes sense because in California they have all those laws where you can't have the formaldehyde free, so that would be their alternate option.
Yeah,
you know.
that makes sense.
I think you're gonna have a ton that hit the market in 2026. I think people are working on them right now. I'm
Probably.
sure,
Yeah.
that are
I
all
mean,
gonna
and
have
listen, there
cleaner
are a lot out there.
ingredients
It's just a
and-
matter of if they're actually.
if they work.
Yeah, well, not that, but even if they are actually clean ingredients, you know? And there's another thing with this formaldehyde act. It's something about glycolic or
Well, that's what I just said.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the vapor.
Yep.
It's the formaldehyde vapor. But is that, so what is this ruling? Is that FDA? Is that
It's
like
FDA's
FDA.
going
Oh,
for
okay.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be across the whole country if it gets passed, which I think it will.
Are
Yeah.
they in Europe? Because I feel like that's like the telltale sign. If they're not doing it in Europe, then it's probably not good.
I'm not sure. We should look into that.
Can you ask Charles?
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we just dissected a bit about what's coming in regard to these chemical services and clean beauty and wellness converging and all of the fun things that are happening with our industry. I imagine that this is just the beginning. There's probably going to be a lot more to come. So as it comes, we'll continue to talk. And we want to thank you for tuning in. A really great way to support us is just by liking, sharing, and subscribing, and head over to our website where we have some free resources, thegohampod.com. Thanks.